Hi guys, so when you have an organic compound that has more than just carbon and hydrogen in it, you can't name it the regular way that we showed you using tables P and Q. So table R is going to help you name compounds that are not hydrocarbons. So if you guys have your paper reference tables, you should kind of be like circling and highlighting along with me. If you don't, you can just do it on here. So first of all, the last column in table R gives you an example of how to name that type of compound. So if it's a halide, if it has a fluorine, a chlorine, a bromine, or an iodine attached to it, you're going to look on table R and you're going to use the same ending that they give you there. So, so if I look at this compound here, I see that there is a bromine attached to it. So I literally am going to take the beginning of the name from whatever element it is. So bromine, I'm going to call this bromo. Then the number of C's is 3. So if you go and look at table P, when you have 3 C's, the prefix is prop. And the ending comes from the ending that they give you in the example. So all of your halides are going to end in ane. So this would be bromopropane. If it was fluorine, it would be fluoro. If it was a chlorine, it would be chloro. If it was an iodine, it would be iodo. So whatever element it is, you steal it from that box. However many C's you have, you get it from table P, and the ending comes from the ending in the example. So I'm always going to do one with you, and then I'm going to have you guys do the next one by yourself. So you guys should be pausing the video right now, naming this one, and then when we get through all of them, you're going to hand this in just like you would hand in a lab. Okay? All right. So next ones are your alcohols, and alcohols end in ANOL, anol. Okay? So where does the beginning come from? As always, we just count how many C's we have. So 2 C's is F, and table R tells me that all alcohols end in anol. So this is ethanol. Okay, pause the video. I want you guys to try this one. Okay, ethers are a little bit more complicated. If you look at the example that they give you on table R, you'll notice that ethers have 3 parts to the name. So in an ether, the compound is kind of cut in half with an oxygen right in the middle of the chain. So you literally have to name the left side, the right side, and then just put ether at the end. Okay? And the endings come right from table R. So how many C's are to the left of this line I just drew? 1. So 1 is meth. And the ending is YL. How many C's are over here? 2. So 2 is F. And the ending is YL. And then I just literally put ether at the end because that's what the example shows me to do. So wherever your oxygen is, that's what cuts your molecule in half. Name the left side, name the right side, put ether at the end. Okay? I want you guys to pause the video and try this one by yourselves. Okay, next is your aldehydes. So aldehydes end in anal. Okay, and as always, the beginning comes from how many C's there are. So how many C's are in this aldehyde? 3. 3 is prop. And table R tells me that aldehydes have to end in anal. Okay, pause the video, try this one by yourself. Okay, next are your ketones. Ketones end in anone. The beginning of the name comes from how many C's there are. So how many C's are here? 4, right? The prefix for 4 is bute. And table R tells me that this has to end in anone. So this would be butanone. Pause the video, try this on yourself. Okay, acids, organic acids, they're always going to end in anoic acid, okay? The beginning comes from how many C's there are. So in this molecule, I have one C, that's meth, and then it has to end in anoic acid. Every acid has to end in that ending because table R tells me that. Pause the video, you guys try that one yourselves. Okay, esters are a little bit more complicated. So you know how like when you're filling out an important document and you're writing your name and they tell you to do your last name first? Esters are like that. So the last name comes first. So they're similar to naming ethers, where there's an oxygen right smack in the middle of the molecule that cuts the molecule in half. But with ethers, you name the left side and then the right side. With esters, you have to name the end first. So I want to look at how many C's are at the end of the molecule. If I have 3 C's, my prefix is prop. And now if I look at esters, esters have 2 names. The first name ends in YL. So this is a propyl group. Then I name the first part last. So if I have 2 C's in the beginning, that's going to be F. And then I always take my ending from this example column. So esters always end in anoate. So I'm just going to stick anoate right there at the end. So you want to cut your molecule in half, name the right side first, and the front part last. Okay? Pause the video. Try this one yourself. Okay, amines end in aniline. Okay, the beginning, like every other one we've done so far, comes from how many C's are in the molecule. So if this molecule has 1 C, it has to start with meth, and then it has to end in anamine because it's an amine. Okay, you guys pause, try this one yourself. And our last type of compound on table R is called an amide. So it looks similar to an amine because it has nitrogen in it, but it also has a little double bonded oxygen there too. So that's how you tell the difference between the last two. So amides have to end in anamide. So there's only a 1-letter difference. There's a D in there instead of an N. And always, guys, the beginning comes from how many C's there are. So this molecule has 3 C's, so that's prop. And the ending is anamide because that's what table R tells me the ending should be. Okay, I want you guys to pause the video, try this one yourself. When you're done, you're going to submit this document just like you would submit a lab. Okay, have a good day.